And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the New York Mets have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Kevin Gausman. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher, even though we don't see the same split. On the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And stepping in for New York, Byron Buxton. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Jorge Soler.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boo. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
And the next pitch is way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swung on, belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So a man aboard, Brandon Nimmo, getting ready to hit with 3 hits and 4 runs batted in the series. In the dirt, blocked, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Man at second. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, this is a great matchup that you just don't get to see very often. The reigning Cy Young Award winner against the reigning MVP. All eyes are on this battle right here.
Horwitz steps on first for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Now here's Nolan Jones.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 11th of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Adley Rutschman up now for the Mets. 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. And ball 1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Pulls it in on the warning track. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show.
Back then you'd hit me up and it make me nervous. Young girl, big dreams, thinking I was foolish.
Tell me what you know before
Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Drew Rasmussen.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
We go to the bottom of the 1st, and the batter is George Springer.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The pitch. Out of line, out towards center. Buxton hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big factor for them in recent games, Spencer Horwitz.
Definitely home cooking for him, Boog. Batting better than .350 here at his home ballpark this season. I mean, a lot of that comes from sleeping in your own bed, having a regular routine, grabbing your favorite meal before you head to the ballpark, all the ins and outs of this place, this city. He's lighting it up, and the home fans, they've been loving it too.
Spencer Horwitz now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Just off the outside edge. There's a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Up and in, and now it's 3-2. Got it by him for the K.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. To third, Jones. Zips it to first, and Guerrero is set down. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. We move to the 2nd in Toronto. It's the Mets 2 and the Jays nothing. New inning getting started. And now here's the veteran DH, Jorge Soler. Gosman in his 12th season, 34-year-old vet, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Strike 1.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
That one hit to right. Springer on the move. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
1 down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
And a pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Well, Gosman is well known for that splitter. It's just a major weapon for him and generates a ton of swings and misses when he's throwing it well. Good example of it there, and I'm willing to bet we'll see a lot more of it moving forward in this one.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike one.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
The other way, Varsho brings it in, and that is that. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top 2-0. Back now in Toronto. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And there's a hit. Danny Jansen a hit here.
Got a throwback. No batting gloves.
A little bit low. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One away.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. Kevin Biggio swings through it for strike one.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and that one fouled off. The Mets up by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Addison Barger stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a foul ball. Bichette over at second. Varsho at first. 2 out of the inning. Got him swinging. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back on to the third inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And the right-hander back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Out towards right center field. Springer on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down.
Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
One out, runner at second. Yandy Diaz up now for the Mets. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third, he scores. It's 3-zip. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And at second with one away, here's Brandon Nimmo. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. Bounce to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Jones. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, number 2. Rasmussen back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the righty deals. Ground ball right side. Diaz. He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The right fielder, number 4, Joe Springer.
Back to the top of the lineup, George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. That's strike 1. The Blue Jays trailing by 3 here in the last half of the third. And the right-hander deals. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
It's a good take.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Up the middle. Over to Diaz. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, first baseman, Spencer.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Spencer Horwitz. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Diaz makes the play, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still down 3-0.
You can get this from such a short distance, and my spit will probably still be warm when it hits you. Or get a tissue. Swear to God, I'm an issue. You don't really want war. He can handle this.
Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Adley Rutschman. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Bichette sends it across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
The batter, the right fielder, Lane Thomas.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Lane Thomas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Struck him out swinging, and that is the inning. Offense held in check there, and midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 3 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Bo Bichette digs in now. First pitch just misses. And a good eye there.
2 balls, no strike.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Ball 1 there. Bichette at first, 1 gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. There's a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Left-hand batter waits. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1 left for Toronto. They trail in this one 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ronnie Mauricio. 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swings through that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Wouldn't chase that time. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. And here's the pinch runner, Bobby Witt Jr. And next for the Mets, Byron Buxton. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Runner takes off. It's a pitch out. Johnson, great throw. He's out.
They were right on top of it. They guessed right on the first pitch out. Tells me they had some good data or scouting report. Maybe it's just a feeling, but either way, perfect execution, great throw and tag, and they erased that runner at first.
Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Yimi Garcia preparing to come on if needed. White warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Two down, nobody on. That one in there across the letters. Hammered, base hit. Andy Diaz now. Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the air out to center. And that'll do it. Mets leave one. So coming into the game now on defense, Andres Jimenez. He'll play second. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
The second baseman.
The right-hander back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here's the center fielder. Grounded out his first time. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Mets leading by 3. Last half of inning number 5.
Oh.
Good eye in that spot. Into center. And the inning is over. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And a pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike.
No ball.
And the count is 0-2. And here it comes.
Nope,
misses, and a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he deals. Swing and a ground ball. Biggio gathers and throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Jones. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ground ball right side. Base hit. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Gott. Yimi Garcia on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Runner takes off on the ground, right side. Biggio gets it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The batter, the designated hitter,
Jorge Soler up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And there's a ball. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Justin Lawrence getting ready to go. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And another ball. Misses. It's a strikeout. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 3 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom six. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's one down.
now batting, first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed. There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2 now. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The designated hitter, Vladimir.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Some high cheese for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs They kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And the pitch. Check swing, no appeal. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Blue Jays held in check. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Lawrence.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And now it's going to be Lane Thomas. The pitch. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Kicks and deals. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Jansen fields, fires the first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Andres Jimenez. His righty-lefty splits there. That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. Mauricio rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
1-0.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Tag, save. He's into third on a wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
The 1-1. There's a strike. Ripped to third. Tosses across to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So up next for New York, Yandy Diaz. That one ripped. Springer there makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 5. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Jansen to hit.
The catcher, Danny.
The pitch. And a foul ball.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
Varsho, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Finds its way through, base hit.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
He swings and fouls one off. Varsho stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Now here is Addison Barker. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. The Mets leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to first. They take the force out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chad Green.
And he's had a struggle so far this year. As you can see, the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And a pitch. Outside corner, there's a strike. Green, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Jones. He's already homered in this game.
Nolan Jones.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. That one not close. Going to count 1-2. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson up and throwing. White also throwing. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. That one hammered center field. That's back there. That one is gone. A towering shot to center. His 16th homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now the Mets DH, Jorge Soler. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch swinging.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 runs across in the inning here in the 3rd and final game of the series. This one smoked on its way out of here. A gigantic blast, and they add a run. It's 8-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
The pitcher on here, Eric Swanson.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
One down. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a ball popped up. Biggio hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. 1 for 3. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Clobber to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. The pitch. That one fouled off. Two outs. In the air, center field has a beat on it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, number 2.
Gabriel.
Rasmussen still out there to. So they turn things over to the righty, Justin Topa.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. Foul ball. And that one is inside ball one. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Makes the catch for the second out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Horowitz in the box now. No balls and a strike. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Blue Jays go down in order. And they're down 9-0. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the 9th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Byron Buxton. And here it comes. Fought off foul. Righty to the plate.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Got good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if he can do some damage.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Looking. Foul ball. And the righty deals. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second. Buxton headed for third. But he throws on the brakes. Gets back to second.
The first baseman, number 2.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Yandy Diaz now at the plate. That's in there. 0-1. And there's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And George makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He's in there.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And here is Nolan Jones. One. Good eye right there.
1-1.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the ninth. And another ball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That's 3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Well done behind the dish.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Rutschman at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. The Mets up big in this one here in the third and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Swings and misses, struck him out. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the back now in Toronto. So bottom of the ninth, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the right-hander deals way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Danny Jansen. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back home. This is a team that's got things rolling, and when you get it rolling on the road, you want to make sure when you go back home, you keep it rolling.
10-zip your final in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Hug on a curve and scrape the ground when I swing, dodging potholes when I swerve, wrapped in some goals and it's true. Not a pebble in my groove, in a beat with the bumper, cause it's screw up when I move. Elevated, modulated with adapter. Now the ride smooth as that.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the